The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
The Badger Hockey Digest, presented by Charter Communications.
Hi, welcome to the Badger Hockey Digest, brought to you by Charter. I'm the radio voice for Wisconsin hockey. Brian Posick, head coach Mike Eaves is with us. The Badgers coming off a road split in Columbus, losing the opening night 2-1, but a solid effort on Saturday night, a 4-2 victory. And Mike, it's nice to win on the road. Awfully difficult to win on the road, though, isn't it?
It is. It's a difficult task, and to go into somebody's building and kind of take something away from there they think they should have. And you know, there's 6 periods in the weekend, and we were pretty good for 5 of them. The opening night on Friday, it was kind of unusual environment for us. We come away from playing in front of 15,000, and there was about 2,000 people at the beginning of the game, and almost felt like an inter-squad game. And we got caught with low energy and got behind 2-0. We played well in the second and third. Hit about 4 goalposts and couldn't get out of the hole we dug ourselves in, but we were very solid on Saturday night, and we deserved that victory. We earned that victory.
Yeah, Mark Zengerle had 2 goals on Saturday night. The penalty kill was perfect, not only in the finale, but all weekend long. A lot of key block shots, and down the stretch after Ohio State had pulled its Kohl Center, you had guys out there for about a minute and a half, and they got the job done, did a nice job.
Well, they did, actually. The only guy that got stuck out there for the minute and a half was young Mark Zengerle. We were able to get Murphy off and Barnesy off, and we had Cordelis and Keegan Moyer jump out there, and Keegan made 2 big blocks, and one he kind of threw out into the neutral zone to get it out of our zone. Then he blocked a shot, and Nick ended up getting it for the empty net goal. So we had guys really sacrifice on Saturday and get the job done.
Yeah, when it comes to penalty kill, they have to buy in. They have to know that we might take one for the team here, right?
No, it's become a part of today's game. Every team talks about it, they practice it, and you know, you look at most games, teams are blocking somewhere between 50 and 25 shots, and it's hard to get pucks to the net now because teams are doing that. You have to be more creative. You have to have defensemen that have that ability to get the puck through. The best guy we ever had was Justin Schultz. You know, he had a unique ability when he was shooting to adjust his hands to get the puck through. And it wasn't about how hard it was about how smart it was. And, you know, he's having that success at the National Hockey League. So, yeah, the whole shot blocking thing, our guys buy in. And on the other end of the coin, it makes us have to be more creative and be better when we have the puck.
Sure. And defensively, too, in goal, Joel Rumpel was solid against the Buckeyes, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was very good. He looked very calm, poised. The thing about Joel, if you're trying to gauge how he's doing, is how he's controlling the puck. Is he getting out, stopping it cleanly, listening to his defenseman, and making the right passes? And he did a nice job over the weekend. The second thing was his rebound control, for the most part, was very good.
Yeah, the Badgers, with that win over Ohio State, remained in second place in the Big Ten. Only 6 regular season games remain, and only 2 more at the Kohl Center this weekend against Michigan State. More on the Spartans coming up after this.
I'm not what the girls here would call classically good-looking. I spent most of my youth in the dreaded friend zone. That all changed when my folks got Charter TV. I discovered tons of chick flicks in HD and on demand, and learned all the secrets to romancing the high school girl. Now in a school full of boys, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Get Charter TV starting at $29.99 per month. Charter, make way for more.
This is Andrew Zielsdorf. He plays hockey. This is leukemia. It's bad business. This is Andrew's oncology team. They love Andrew. They don't like leukemia. And thanks to them, Andrew is now cancer-free. Booyah. They are the world-renowned physicians, scientists, and nurses at the American Family Children's Hospital, pioneers in pediatric cancer care. UW Health. Remarkable.
It is the final weekend of the Kohl Center for the Hockey Badgers. It's also senior weekend. How about that? 9 seniors will be suiting up for the final time. All of them have done different things for you and done them pretty well, too. They've grown up as young men, too, haven't they?
It's a big class, first of all. I think the last time we had a class this big was in '06, where guys actually stayed around for that long, a big group. And it's interesting this week thinking about these young guys and the different way they've grown and the different roles that they've been asked to fill, and a lot of growth. And we had a little meeting yesterday and talking about how fast 4 years have gone by, and the fact that probably the most important thing about those 4 years is the relationships they've created with each other. We talked about Jake Dowell and his dad passing away. We were able to get up for the visitation on Sunday, my wife and I, and it was that connection with Jake. The relationship that we have as a coach and a player has become more than that. And those are the things you remember. It'll be tough for us to remember that Friday game in Ohio State 20 years from now. Sure. But you remember the relationships that you have with your teammates. And these 9 young men that are graduating, they've been through a lot together. And we wanted to raise their level of awareness of that. That is probably the greatest thing they'll take out of their experience here, is the relationship they have with each other.
Yeah, one of the young men on the senior class who hasn't seen a lot of ice time is Gavin Hartzog, but he's at every single practice. He's on that scout team. He's played offense or forward. He's played defense. He's done everything you've asked him, hasn't he?
Well, it's, in terms of, you talk about guys buying into the role and keeping themselves ready, he's been the unsung hero in that. He came in as a forward. Now he's played defense. And in practice, there's not been a lot of reward for Gavin, but he has such great pride in what he can provide for our team, and he's learned to play. Now he knows how to play forward and defenseman, the intricacies. It'll be interesting to see as he grows up how he uses those skills when he becomes a father or maybe a coach down the line.
Sure. Michigan State's in town. Here's a team that just picked up its first road win of the year last weekend at Penn State. Doesn't score a lot, but it does a lot of other things. The Spartans will block shots. They're a tough lot. They've got a very good goaltender in Jake Hildebrand, too.
Yeah, that's where their team starts, is right in the net, like most teams, if you're going to have success. And he's a very fine young goaltender. And they just work hard. I mean, watching video, they block shots. They're diving head first. They're kind of going to the corners. They're all elbows and knees. And we're going to have to be ready for that. We're going to have to match that. And I know that's something that, it doesn't matter who we play now. We got to find a way to win, and it starts with the hard. So we're going to have our hands full. You could play really well and not solve a goaltender. We've seen that a couple times this year. We're going to have to be ready to sacrifice and score some goals, maybe dirty goals off our fannies, get to the front of the net. But we're going to have to find a way to score, beat their young goaltender, and outwork them.
Michigan State's top forward is number 86, Greg Wolf. And there will be a couple of Chelioses on the Kohl Center ice this weekend as well, Jake and Dean. They're hard-working guys, too. I know Chris Chelios very much wanted them to come to Wisconsin, but they found a home in East Lansing.
Yeah, I think when the oldest brother went, it was kind of like, I want to play with my brother, So, and Chris was like all over them. I can't believe you're going there. We actually thought Chris was going to be here this week, and we invited him back. And he's over in Sochi right now, so he won't have a chance to watch his own boys play here at the Kohl Center, but not a bad place to be if you're not going to be here at the Kohl Centers over at the Olympics. So, yeah, the Chelios boys will be on the ice, and, they're a big part of their team. I think it's Jake's the defenseman. Mm-hmm. He's a tough customer.
Top 3 in scoring in the Big Ten.
Yeah, so he's, we're going to have to know where he is and do some good things. It'll be fun for maybe Mama Chelios is coming. That'll be fun.
We'll see Chris in East Lansing in a few weeks anyway. Best of luck this weekend against Michigan State. That's Badgers head coach Mike Eaves. There is television this weekend. Friday night's game starts at 8 o'clock. It's on BTN. And then Saturday's game is a 4 o'clock face-off, folks. ESPNU will cover that one. We'll also have it live on the Badger Sports Network and BadgerSportsNetwork.com. For head coach Mike Eaves, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.